This is a Rosemary Sacramento production from the Wired Up TV team. Enjoy the video.
How's it going, my people? This is your boy Wired Up, and welcome to another episode of Wired Up TV. Hope you guys got your hands on the steering wheel and keeping your eyes on the road. Handle everything you guys need to handle, man, whether it's family, job, school, whatever y'all got to handle, brother. And sisters, of course. Handle it, man. You know what I'm saying? I know that, a lot of you are probably going through a lot of hard times. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes life is very unfair and can feel like it's just not ever gonna end, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people fall into depression. People are becoming drug addicts. People are, all kinds of shit, man. Losing loved ones and shit like that and getting stuck on life. Whatever it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Give your brother a hand if he can't help himself, or help yourself, man. Keep your head up and remember that in 2 or 3 months, the situation that you're going through right now, even though it might be the fucking craziest shit, bro, God will never hang you, man. He will never, ever, ever hang you. He's always there, and he doesn't give you anything that you can't get over, man, or can't get through, or you wouldn't be going through it. So now with that being said, you guys keep your head up, and let's get to the video. How's it going, my people? The first thing I want to get to talk to you guys about is somebody I've been wanting to talk about for the longest. Now, Mr. David Kenner, okay? Kenner was a criminal defense lawyer that in the 1980s handled some of LA's most high-profile drug, racketeering, and murder cases, okay? And death row, remember guys, was initially being investigated by the feds for a drug trafficking, money laundering, and racketeering charges too, okay? And the reason I want to bring up Mr. David Kenner is because Tupac fired David Kenner because he would not let Tupac take some of his music home, okay? That is what is written in these articles. Now, David Kenner, if you guys don't know who he is, we'll go ahead and post some pictures up. He is the lawyer, or was the lawyer for Death Row Records back in the 90s while Tupac was there. Now, the interesting thing about Mr. David Kenner is that there's allegedly that he owned half of the company, because when, Suge Knight borrowed the money from, from a gangster, from the Bounty Hunter Bloods, he borrowed this money from this gentleman. What is his name again? His name was Michael Harry O. Harris. There you go. Michael Harry O. Harris was his name. So, Suge borrowed the money from him. But we believe that David Kenner is an FBI informant, just like Snoop Dogg, right? Because he was a lawyer for racketeering charges and all that bull crap, supposedly, right? For gangsters. And for some reason, they will always either get caught while they're with Kenner, or they would get busted and Kenner would lose the case for them. David Kenner is an FBI, CIA agent like Snoop Dogg. And I believe both of them were the ones that snitched out Death Row and were telling the feds that they were laundering money and selling drugs and all that stuff. Okay? So I believe Kenner also had something to do with the murder, or attempted murder, of Tupac Shakur, because they tried to murder him, guys. They tried to, right? But they didn't get him. So now this is something that I want you guys to, read right here. It says, after the release of the 7 Day Theory, Tupac's third album contract with Death Row will be up, and he was going to form his own label called Makaveli Records. He was going to form Makaveli Records and Euthanasia, which was a production company from which he wanted to make movies. Tupac was going to be the first album on the label, then One Nation was going to be the second. He was planning to sign Greg Nice and Smooth in a group at Quest and Ghetto Stars, who were a bit of the Outlaws. He also had another company called 24/7, which was for his music, his videos, and the scripts he was writing. The logo for the company was the word Makaveli with the sword going through it and a crown on top. You can see the picture above. The diamond that is on the top of the eye has 7 lines coming out of it. In the Bible, Revelations 1:16 reads, in his right hand he held 7 stars, and out of his mouth came a sharp double-edged sword. His face was like the sun shining in all its brilliance. 17. When I saw him, I fell at his feet as though dead. Then he placed his right hand on me and said, do not be afraid. I am the first and the last. 18. I am the living one. I was dead, and behold, I am alive forever and ever. And I told the keys of death and Hades, 2.8, to the angel of the church in Simia, write, these are words of him who is the first and the last, who died and came to life again. Do not be afraid of what you are about to suffer, I tell you. The devil will put some of you in prison to test you, and you will suffer persecution for 10 days. Okay? What is that? For 10 days. Be faithful even to the point of death, and I will give you the crown of life. He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. He who overcomes will not be hurt all by the second death. To the angel of the church in the Pergamum write, these are the words of him who has a sharp double-edged sword. To the angel of the church in Sardis write, these are the words of him who holds the seven spirits, the seven spirits of God and the seven stars. I know your deeds. You have a reputation of being alive. Okay? But then again it says, but you are dead. But that's not what they're trying to tell you. It says, but you are dead, right? He's basically saying, but you're dead, right? But you have the reputation of being alive. Okay, they're conversating. Tupac was deep, y'all. Even his even the logo for his record company was telling you guys 7, 7, 7. You know what I'm saying? He was telling you, he wrote the diamond. Why do you put the diamond there? You know, this guy was he was an intellectual genius. Why did he put the diamond there? Because he read the Bible. He knew how to put signs in there, and only the intellectual smart people will figure it out, guys. He knew that the dumb would just be like, all right, well, the news says he's dead, and this makes sense, so fuck it, let's go with that. You know, that's what he thought that the blind would be, because people are brainwashed. You know what I'm saying? They're not dumb, but they've been brainwashed their whole lives by the television programming, right? That's what they call it, television programming. So they've been brainwashed their whole life, and he knew the people that looked past that will eventually find the truth. So he took a script from the Bible that's telling you, whoever figures this out is going to know that I'm alive. This is more proof. We keep coming out with more proof every single day for y'all. And for the non-believers. And I still have not got any email of somebody disproving none of my videos. WiredUpTV4you@gmail.com. Guys, send your proof. Send what you guys got. This is your channel. We are a family, guys, and we're going to get to the bottom of this. And, you know, for the non-believers and people that want to disprove it, we're all ears, guys. We want to figure this out. We're not against any theory. We're here for everybody. If you guys think, look, Wired Up, that's not true, boom, 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 send it to me so I can check it out and research it, right? And we can figure this thing out, okay? The Wired Up TV family ain't like that, brother. We're a family. Everybody here is invited. Everybody's knowledge and words and wisdom is being looked at and studied and researched, all right? We don't fuck around here. We are family. Nothing but positivity and love here, all right? So with that being said, guys, again, more proof for you guys. You know, pause the video, read over these documents. You guys will see what I'm talking about. David Kenner was a Fed. He still is a Fed. He helped the CIA try to get Tupac, but Tupac was too smart, along with Snoop and stuff like that. They tried to get Tupac, but Tupac was too smart. And he's giving you signs. Tupac is alive. Even the Makaveli symbol for his company was a sign for you guys. Telling you guys, read the Bible. Look, pick up the signs. Everything is a sign. With that being said, guys, keep your head up. Keep positive. And like I always tell you guys, always stay wired up, my people. Have a good day and peace.